Hi, and welcome to this tutorial where we will walk through the basics of Noodle by creating a simple app. I'm already logged into Noodle and I can see all of my existing projects here, but I want to create a new project, so I'm going to go down to the bottom here and click the Create New Project button. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it a simple app, and then I need to pick a template to use for this application. And in this case, I'm going to pick the hello template, which is the most basic Noodle template to start from. And as you can see, this template is just a white background with the text hello centered in the middle of the screen. Now here in Noodle, the middle part here is what we call the node canvas, and this is where you will be defining your application by creating visual nodes, logic, interactions, and animations, and so forth. And this view here is the preview of your application, and this is where you see your application running. So whatever you do here in the node canvas, the results will be displayed here in the preview. Now to pan around the node canvas, you can either press the spacebar and then left click and drag to move your full node tree around, or you can use the right mouse button and click that and drag to move it around. In this simple example, I'm going to create an application where when you click anywhere on the screen here, we're going to toggle the visibility of the text hello. And to do that, I need to create a switch node. And to create new nodes in Noodle, you can either click on the plus sign up here to get a list of all the nodes that are available in your project. And you can start typing if you're looking for a specific node in the search bar. Alternatively, you can right-click anywhere in the node canvas to get the same list of nodes. So I'm going to start typing in switch here, and I find it, and when I click on the switch here, a switch node has been created for me. Now, a switch node is something that has a state that can either be true or false, or you can look at it as it's either on or off, which is the same thing as being true or false. And we're going to be using this state from the switch node to set the visibility of the text. To change the state of the switch when I click on the screen, I need to create a connection between the group node and the switch, so that whenever I click anywhere here on the screen, the state of the switch is toggled on and off. And to create a new connection, I need to hover over the edge of a node, and you can see how the node is highlighted with a white outline when you're hovering in the correct position. If you move the cursor too close to the middle of a node and then click and drag, then you're just moving the nodes around. But if you're right here on the edge and you see the white outline and then click and drag, you get this create a new connection arrow. So I'll position it over the switch node and then let go. Now on the left side here of Noodle, you see a new panel came up, and this is the new connection panel. It has two columns, and the very left column is all the outputs that are available on the group node, and the right column are all the inputs that are available on the switch node. I'm looking for the click event or click output on the group node, and it's down here, and when I click that, I have selected it, and then I want to connect this to the flip input of the switch. So I click that to connect it. And now you can see a new connection has been made from the group to the switch. Now I want to create a second connection that goes from the switch node to the text node, because I want the state of the switch to toggle the visibility of the text on and off. And so to do that, I'm going to repeat the same procedure. I hover on the edge of the switch node. I click and drag and release on top of the text node. And now I get my new connections panel over here. And I am, in this case, going to connect the current state of the switch node, which will be either true or false, and I'm going to connect that to the visible input of the text. And you can see a new connection was now created from the switch node to the text node. And you'll also notice that the text immediately disappeared. And the reason for that is because the switch, the current state of the switch is it's false. And I can see that if I hover over the connection like so. Now if I click anywhere on the screen here, you'll see that the text hello will toggle between being invisible and visible, which is what we were looking for. As I showed you, if you hover over a connection, you can see what the current value is of that connection. And if I want to be able to see this while I actually interact with my application, then you can just click on this little pop-up, click on the little pop-up like so, and now you've pinned it. So when I now interact with the application, you'll see how it switches between true and false. Now you've taken your first steps in learning Noodle, and you know how to create built-in nodes and create connections between them. We're excited to see what else you will build with Noodle, and to learn more, please have a look at the other tutorials and examples that are available. Thanks for watching.